38-year-old man has indeed tested positive for coronavirus in South Africa.
Wuhan is the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak, where it was first detected.
I'm trying to not panic, but I'm playing it safe.
Today, the early bird catches the worm.
No need for stockpiling of any items.
We'll never know what will happen tomorrow.
Toilet paper that should be delivered, because that's an essential and that's a product that fly off the shelves.
The National Coronavirus Command Council has decided to enforce a nationwide lockdown for 21 days with effect from midnight on Thursday, the 26th of March. All South Africans will have to stay at home.
So there is no need to be on the road. There is no need to move around.
I have accordingly directed the South African National Defence Force to be deployed to support the South African Police Service. This is the most important moment throughout the country.
Members of the South African National Defence Force, as well as the members of the South African Police Services, out in full force.
There have also been incidents which cast the SANDF in a bad light.
Avoiding public places and cancelling all social activities.
There shall be no dogs that will be walked.
The global crisis has continued to deepen.
There shall be no movement of the liquor from point A to point B.
It is official, South Africa is under lockdown.
All shops and businesses will be closed.
Those who do.
The continued ban forms part of the state's regulations governing the COVID-19 lockdown.
As I'm standing amongst all these people, I must tell you, I'm a criminal at this moment.
It's very bad. We don't know where to go.
Is there any assistance?
I don't know what that you put in this alcohol.
The
advent of lockdown and the ban on alcohol has seen the humble pineapple establish itself as a fruit to be reckoned with.
Several people have been arrested for having breached the restrictions with regards to the lockdown.
And therefore, if we think that we can go against some of the guidelines, simply because we've got a right to differ, we can differ if we wish to, it's actually very unfortunate.
When you leave your house, you must have a cloth mask. It's mandatory.
Thank you.
The medical practitioners from Cuba landing on South African soil to help the country deal with the coronavirus.
The Gauteng Premier David Makura announced that he himself has tested positive for COVID-19.
Dr. Mangosuthu Buthelezi has tested positive for COVID-19.
Mantashe tested positive on the 14th of July and was admitted to hospital.
Northwest Premier Job Magoro has tested positive for COVID-19.
My mother did in fact test positive for COVID-19 on the day of her passing.
It is for these reasons that the government introduced further restrictions to cap the surge in infections.
As part of this approach, there will be 5 coronavirus levels. The first level is what we call level 5, which means that drastic measures are required to contain the spread of the virus to save lives. Cabinet has decided today that all public schools should take a break for the next 4 weeks.
Well, in a first for South Africa, a 150 million rand large-scale clinical trial for a COVID-19 vaccine begins in the country today.
There are many vaccines which are on trial at different phases in the whole world. There is one that's being done here in South Africa.
We will make sure that whatever vaccine is available, the two important criteria are met. The safety first, and then of course the efficacy.
We're therefore once more calling on everyone to wash hands frequently with hand sanitizers or soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Stop shaking hands. Cover your nose and mouth when coughing and sneezing with a tissue or flexed elbow. I thank you.